Well, tonight, News 5 investigates another suspected case of price gouging, this time in Pueblo, where a man is selling a small bottle of sanitizer for $15 on the street. And as Chief Investigative Reporter Eric Ross reveals, the labeling on the bottles may be misleading consumers.
This is not your name brand sanitizer that you would pick up at your local store. And in fact, when you shake it, it's not even a gel substance. It looks like water, but by the time we made it out to the street corner where this stuff was being sold, the seller was nowhere to be found. Ron Nedball's daughter paid $15 for these small bottles of hand sanitizer. They were bought from a street vendor who normally sells beans, potatoes, and onions at this vacant lot on Santa Fe Drive and Aspen Street in Pueblo. But Ron's gut told him something just wasn't right about this particular sanitizer.
I just think it's misrepresented and somebody's gouging and they have no morals at all.
The sanitizer has a Chromo Labs business label on it, but at the bottom you'll see that it says that this is a 1-gallon bottle. Now, I'm no scientist, but this is not a 1-gallon bottle of sanitizer. It's more like 2 ounces. Also, the ingredients label is blurry. You can't even read it. And it looks like it's glued with Elmer's school glue and held on with packing tape.
The sheriff's office said it should be a case of buyer beware, and I guess it should, but it's also hard to inspect them when they're in the bag when you're buying them. You expect to get kind of what you're paying for, and that's not what this is at all.
Ron snapped this picture where you can see the seller advertising sanitizer and produce. But when I stopped by the same intersection Wednesday morning, the sanitizer sign was gone, and so was the seller. We asked the health department about people selling off-brand sanitizer on the streets. In a statement, we were told, quote, "The alcohol should only be manufactured from businesses that are already producing ethyl alcohol prior to this pandemic. They have different formulations available, but should be labeled with all pertinent information." And I've reached out to Chromo Labs, the company listed on this bottle, to find out whether this is how they're selling sanitizer and whether they have any connections to street vendors in Pueblo. I'll be sure to let you know what I find out. And we're always here for you. If you have a problem or issue you'd like us to look into, send an email anytime to news5investigates@koaa.com. Always watching out for you, Eric Ross, News 5 Investigates.